And
Yep.
then for Michigan State, I think this is just vintage Michigan State roster, vintage Tom Izzo. You have AJ Hogarth, who's went through all the ups and downs of a Tom Izzo point guard. I mean, he looks like he's been through every mental battle, and this may be the year that he takes off. He finished the year pretty strong, and it's only a matter of how fast he just shoots out the cannon. He just has to be consistent, not even just with his play, with his emotions. If AJ Hogarth is consistent, steady AJ Hogarth emotionally throughout the year, Michigan State's going to be cooking with gas because Tyson Walker's figured it out. Tyson Walker figured out what Coach Izzo wants from him. Just go give me a bucket. Just go score the ball, be comfortable. When that clock gets 12 seconds on, and go get the ball and go get us one. And then Malik Hall having another year under his belt. It's always interesting to see how guys play after a year where to them or maybe to their fans that they struggle. And I look at a guy like Chucky Hepburn in this fashion too, where you come in a season last year all Big Ten, and you necessarily don't have the season you wanted to. I mean, even Chucky didn't have a bad year. Maybe he didn't have to hit the tough shots, the big shots down the line, but it didn't feel as comfortable as it did when he had an NBA guard and a Brad Davison around him, a fifth-year senior. So I think you look at those two guys, and they have a lot to prove this year. But then you look at Michigan State's freshman class, and they're loaded. And I'm not just thinking off of the rankings, but I was able to do some stuff with the NIBC this past year, and I got to see those guys up close and personal. And Cohen Carr is probably one of the more athletic guys that's ever come through the Big Ten. I mean, wow. he's gonna be a force in the open floor. If he can figure it out half court wise, it's gonna be a struggle to keep him off the floor because he can rebound well, he can defend a lot of different positions. He's going to probably be the best open floor player in the conference as a freshman. And then Xavier Booker, he's raw, he's talented. He's just got to get a motor. And I think a summer with Tom Izzo, if you don't come away with the motor, you just don't have one. And then I think a guy that I'm really interested with, I think the key to Michigan State, a lot of it comes down to Fears. Jeremy Fears Fears is a dog. And Fears played for Indy Heat, my old AAU program, and he is going to be challenging for minutes every single day. He's not going to understand why he's not getting them. If he's getting 12 to 15 minutes a game, I don't know if he will be happy, but I'm not on their staff. It's going to be if they can keep him happy and keep him understanding that this is the growth, the natural progression of what he has to go through, or whether it's 18 minutes a game, I think they could be special because if you got Fears coming off the bench as your backup point guard, as your first guard off the bench, with him attacking the ball, attacking other point guards, putting pressure on the defense, I think Michigan State, I think they have a chance to really do it. For them, it's going to be about, like always, you can say this about every team, but Tyson Walker can make shots. But who else on the team is going to make shots from deep? I mean, Akins can make shots, but who else is going to knock it down from deep? And it's going to have to be more than those two guys. And Hauser was a guy that could really make shots at a high level and stretch the floor. They're going to need that to go along with the athleticism.